Jefferson downfield.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. Bringing them out onto the field, Michael Vick, the all-time leading rusher from the QB position, over 6,100 yards.
Yeah, he averaged 7 yards per carry. Another NFL record for him. How about the...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turn. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Marlon Mack, 66 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. There's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First down, Vick. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. And the Giants first down.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Wiggles free. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. 22 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
3 yards the gain there, second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Vick, a quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action now. Vick. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Here's Jones. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Bring it!
Touchdown, Giants. Justin Jefferson, 74 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Throwing again on second down. Vick, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
3rd and short yardage, Vick. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Again, it's Vick. Over the middle to Beckham. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. This is fielded at the 7. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
So here's Vick following the interception. And that one will fall incomplete.
For Odell Beckham.
Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. A 2nd down throw for Vick. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 3rd and long for Vick. Short throw underneath to Hurst. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff looking right. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. First half in the book. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
21. Steelers 7.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. Vick operating on first down toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this.
number 6.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The 49er great Patrick Willis in on the tackle.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Rolling to his left. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because they're...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Vick looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Isaiah Hodgins was his intended receiver.
And it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
4th down, Vick. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
Giants.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New
A
York.
3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants add on to their lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Vick. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
And he will have a Steelers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A first down throw coming for Vick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Vick's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
It'll be Vick once more. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. To throw again on second down. Vick.
He'll find Hodgins there complete.
And he'll go down at the 28. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Steeler.
Going to throw right side here, complete.
I know that play went for no yardage, all right, but I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, wherever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher, so sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor, but on that play, give credit to the defensive guys.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. From the red zone now, Vick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever.